Batman. David Zaslav, he said, in a couple years, there's not going to be 4 Batmen running around. 4 Batmen. You got Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, Robert Pattinson, and Ian Glenn from Titans, Bruce Wayne, homeboy from Game of Thrones. A lot of you guys may not have seen Titans. Some people don't like his interpretation of Bruce Wayne. I don't know why. Like they've never seen an old Bruce Wayne before. Batman Beyond. So, I dig Titans. I like Titans. I liked Ian Glenn's interpretation of Bruce Wayne in his 60s. Like you're not going to get a Batman in his prime for that iteration. So David Zaslav's like, we're not going to have 4 Batmen running around. So what does that mean? Only one? Let's not get carried away here. What I think's going to happen. Robert Pattinson is still going to do his solo universe. But as far as Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton goes, I don't think Michael Keaton's going to stick around long term for the next 10 years. And honestly, I don't think Ben Affleck's going to stick around long term either. I would love that. I would love if Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill came back together, because that's a dynamic duo. That's what jump-started this whole DC Extended Universe. Now the DC Universe. They started it. So if you can't get Henry back and you can't get Ben Affleck back, then just recast. There's rumors that Jason Momoa wants to play Lobo. So just recast everything. New universe. Yeah, you're going to have to sacrifice the Suicide Squad universe and the Peacemaker universe. And you're going to have to sacrifice, and that's all James Gunn stuff. So, that's the only thing that I'm thinking that's going to stop him from rebooting everything. It's because he's already established Peacemaker in the DC Extended Universe. Now, with this Flash movie coming out, it can change things narratively, but you're still going to have ties to the Snyderverse. Because you're going to keep some actors, you're going to switch out some actors. If David Zaslav, if we take his word for it, he wants a real inclusive DC universe. No recasts. Everybody's on the same page. 10-year story. They're writing the Bible. It's just easier to wipe the slate clean. Especially if they're not going to bring back Henry and Ben. There's no point in keeping this continuity. Wonder Woman had a good run. Aquaman had a good run. But if you're not going to get some solid Justice League stories out of these actors, what's the point? Let's get some new blood in there. You have Robert Pattinson's universe. I know Matt Reeves says, well, I don't want aliens in my universe. Well, too bad, bro. Because it just so happens that Robert Pattinson's movie, The Batman, was one of the best Batman movies to ever exist. And that's a good stepping stone for Batman. Well, I can't see this version of Batman with Superman. Well, that's what we said about Man of Steel, too. Oh, Batman can exist in this universe, in Man of Steel's universe. I just think that's short-sighted. Batman and the Batman was only 2 years in as the Caped Crusader. He can be Batman for 5 to 10 years before meeting Superman. That's Superman in the Justice League is like Batman's middle arc. Mid to late arc. He's been Batman as far as I'm concerned. I'm going back to the animated series. He was Batman for a good five years before he even had Robin and the Bat family. So the first 5 to 10 years of his career is building up his solo status. It's the Bat family. And then after that, going into 10 years, that's when you introduce your Justice League, your aliens, your Superman, your Wonder Woman, your Aquaman. You're building up that world. So Pattinson is at that stepping stone, year 2. So he can do a whole trilogy of solo stuff. And then after that trilogy, you build up a Superman. You throw a Superman end credit scene at the end of the Batman 3 or something. That's what I would do. Because you're already starting from scratch with the Batman, with Robert Pattinson. Oh, well, it's too dark. No, that's excuses, dude. Batman is dark. He's brooding. He's a detective noir aesthetic. All that is there. Superman brings something else to the DC universe. All these characters can exist with their own tones in the same universe. It just baffles me because you guys are apparently comic book readers. You can't imagine these scenarios where a Robert Pattinson's Batman is introduced to Superman. We're not there yet, but we will be. That's the cleanest break for me. You can retire, phase out this DC extended universe, then Robert Pattinson is the new universe. New everything. What do you guys think? Who should be Batman? Is it going to be just one Batman? Just Robert Pattinson? Is it going to be Robert Pattinson and Ben Affleck going forward? Is it going to be Robert Pattinson and a new actor stepping in for Ben Affleck? I don't think Michael Keaton's going to stick around, man. He got paid like $2 million for Batgirl, and they're not even putting that out. He's like, that's fine. I got my $2 million. So I don't know. I think Michael Keaton's pretty much, he's burnt out with Batman. He came back twice, and one of his movies got shelved. He's probably like, no, I'm done with Batman now. You guys botched that. I'm done. So let me know. Batman, Robert Pattinson, the Batman. Let's do it. Let's get a Batman universe, man. I want to see a dark, brooding Superman. Again. We did it with Snyder. That didn't go over well. So, but yes, if Henry doesn't come back, they should just scrap everything. If Ben doesn't come back, scrap everything. Build from the Batman. And Matt Reeves, dude, like, film the Batman back to back. 2 and 3. Film those movies back to back. Get them out the way. Already shot, so we can start introducing the Justice League. Let's get to it.